Yo, what's good, YouTube? Y'all already know, man. It's your boy LeBron, female rap elite, back with another video. Look, you know how this thing go. You know how this thing remote. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure that you hit the bell notification, hit all notifications, so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live. So I should have dropped this first, but let's just do it. Let's just go.
How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots and
Every nigga wanna pull up on my frockin'. Me and Sham do that yard hip hopping. Y'all can't with us. We keep spopping. So listen, let me see what I want to start it off with. What's up, Lacey? I know, see, this is why I be trying to keep my commitments when I put the live, but honestly, I be just trying to chill. When you get something new, before I used to, depending on what it is, depends on how fast I do a review of it. But sometimes I just want to absorb, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's when it's the best for me. And then on top of that, being busy with your own damn life, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people who support the channel. Please thumbs up the video. Please support the channel as well. You can always support before the video, after the video, Cash App. Let me throw that up too, because I don't really promote that unless I'm live. So yeah. I mean, a lot of people have been saying they've been enjoying the little short uploads. They say they like the condensed milk, condensed milk. They say them like the condensed content. So, me like to come out and talk and do all of that special bag of things. And you know what I'm saying? I know that y'all like that, but some people, I'm just trying to see where is, where the one is truly. So I figured that out. What's up? Too big to respond. What's up, Cameron? The video was everything. Yeah, it was. I love the video. You know what I love the most about the most what I will say is with the Super Freaky Girl videos, I love that she wasted no time in it. I wanted a video that just came on and it played immediately with the song. You know what I'm saying? So she got that. They did it. I didn't want no this is just me as a fan. This is my own little person. You see, I didn't say anything about it before the video came out. No, you let people roll out what they gonna roll out. Do We Have a Problem was a whole movie, and I felt like, damn, if that was just like the video with just on point with the song, but every song you can't do it like that. Some songs do need a kind of like a story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that with Super Freaky Girl, this was straight to the point. It wasn't a whole movie and the whole 5 minutes before you hear the damn song start. It was just perfect. It was as long as the song was. So I really felt that. So get the streams up with that. Make sure that you stream that. If you sitting here right now, if you haven't even seen the video, I don't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like what type of dimension you on? So hope we get a Super Freaky Girl part 2 with Roman's remix. What you mean with a video? Let's see. A lot of people didn't get her Mr. and Mrs. Smith twist. Listen, why don't you explain that? Why don't you explain the Mr. and Mrs. Smith twist? See, I understand that this video is a continuation from Do We Have a Problem, right? Because I was noticing, she was trying to kill him or she did kill. Like, what happened? Explain that in the comments because I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little poor with understand. I understood the continuation from the other video, but I was like, why is she trying to kill this nigga? Like, I was just looking like, wait a minute, what's going on? So you explain that because I don't understand it. Let's see. Super Freaky Girl didn't need all of that. Didn't need what? I feel like the video was perfect. The video was perfect. Oh, you're talking about Super Freaky Girl didn't need to have a whole movie. Like, yeah, you're right. And I like that they got straight to it. I love that the dance. I love every. I love what is my favorite part of the video. As corny as it is, I do like the Nick James, like that whole outfit get up, because I can see people gonna be doing that for Halloween. You already know it. You know they are. You know they're gonna hit it. That's not the reason why I like it, but I like it because it's classic, and that's how I kind of remember Rick James when that comes to mind. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie references. I wanted more choreography from Nicki. Okay. What's up, Drika? Yeah, actually, let me play this first. I want to see if I get a copyright hit for this. What? Hold on a second. Give me a second. Let me see. because I love the acapella, and I don't see that there's any copyright strike on this person's page. So, that's how you gotta kind of like wait. You gotta kind of like gauge it by doing that. And be like, did they get hit for it? But sometimes they be having shit that don't. But I don't know. This is a new song, and when Beyonce had her acapellas, shit, Beyonce don't be playing with her acapellas because she's known for her voice. You cannot use her voice. Like, y'all know one of the channels I love the most, Peyton. She be having songs where they mix up with Drake and different artists. Oh, Beyonce don't play that shit. You think you're gonna take her verse and her voice and put it over another beat? Nope, it's gonna be identified there too. Beyonce don't play when it comes to that money. I can't. You know what? I can't blame her though, because you can't just. You gotta be on it when it comes to every facet of your being as an artist. It's like, how do you get the benefit off of this and I don't get it? And it's like, this is my voice, but maybe Nicki will do it, because you know what? If she see, the thing is, and the crazy part about it is, when Nicki had announced that she was releasing Super Freaky Girl, the audio, I told her on Twitter, you could go and check it. I said, release it to Spotify too, because what's going to happen is people will use your vocals and then they can remix shit, rework it, and you get cut out the deal. Ain't that crazy? As much that you put into the lyrics, you'll get cut out because they got your vocals and you didn't copyright them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people be having whole different mixes and shit. Real talk. Hold on a second.
Hey, yo, I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all them little tricks and keep the dick up inside me long. He always tell me he
Let
miss
me know if you
it.
can hear it, because I can't hear it. Let me stop sharing that for a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me click that off. Yeah, if you coming in, please make sure that you like the video. I'm trying to pull this video up real quick. This acapella. I'm trying to figure out why it ain't play. Hold on. All right, I think it's coming on now. I don't know why that fucking. I thought something was going on when I heard that noise earlier. I was like, what the hell is that? Hold on. Super Freaky Girl official audio acapella. Yeah, but you got to be on your shit. Copywriting your voice is very important, especially for the big song like this. Let's get the acapella. Let's go.
Hey, yo, I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.
She can do all those fucking tricks and keep the D word inside it.
You can smack it, you can grip it,
you can go down and kiss it, and every time
he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna F-R.
She says she want
F-R-E.
She want say
F-R. Okay. One thing about me, I'm the baddest alive. He know the prettiest bitch didn't come until I arrive. I don't let bitches get to me. I fuck they man if they try. I got a princess face, a killer body, samurai mind. They can't be Nicki, they so stupid. I just laugh when they try. A thong bikini up my ass, I think I'll go for a dive. His ex bitch went up against me, but she didn't survive. On applications, I write pressure, cause that's what I apply. Pressure applied. Can't fuck a regular guy. Wetter than umbrellas and stickier than apple pie. I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.
She can do all those fucking
tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it.
He want that
F-R.
She said he want that
R.
She said he want that
Cause what the fuck this is Chanel, nigga custom down. Like what the fuck this ain't Burberry custom brown. He said, could you throw it back while you touch the ground? And he said, do that pussy purr. I said, yo,
hold up.
Fuck boys, ain't no need for you to roll up. Ain't no need for you to double tap, niggas roll up. Keep these bitches on their toes like Manolo. Be on the lookout when I come through. Bolo. Oh. Wow, elegant bitch with a hoe glow. If it ain't big, then I won't blow any money.
What the fuck
is the T? I just F the G. Made him say, just ask Master P. Ball so hard, I just took a knee. Get me Rocky ASAP, nigga, worth the rate.
Freak. Some gala.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.
She
I can
do all those
little
fucking tricks
and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down
and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it.
She
He
want
wanna
that.
F-R-E-A-K-F-R-E-A-K-F-R-E-A-K.
She want that. She want that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that for that coming in. Listen, I don't give a fuck about nobody not enjoying it. You in my motherfucking space getting mad about some shit that I'm playing. Like, I'm playing for myself. I ain't playing for you. I'm playing for the people who like it. If you don't like it, disengage, unsubscribe, block, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's with respect. That ain't even with disrespect. That's with respect. Go where you want to be at. So listen, Nicki's VMA performance is number 5 trending on YouTube. Yeah, I love that acapella. Her diction is very clear. What's up, Sean? Let's see, Super Freaky Girl trending number 2 on YouTube. Yeah, homeboy's trying to concentrate. Okay, guys, chill. Y'all don't need to keep defending Nicki not dancing. It's okay, damn. Nicki don't need to dance. You felt like you wanted more dancing in the video. I felt like the Super Freaky Girl video was perfect. Of course, we can't bring up the video because you're gonna get hit for that. Let me go to Nicki Minaj. Let me go to her Instagram. I hope everybody has a safe, long weekend. Please keep yourself safe. You know, I was listening to this girl that I also love. She's on my channel page. Her name is Simone. You know, she's from California, and you know, she drops a lot of different jewels in her videos that I hear. Like, she was just like saying one thing that I've actually never thought about. She was just like, being from California, she was just like, you know, going to somebody's house and hanging out. She was like, I don't hang out in front of people's house. I don't. She was like, I don't sit out in cars. If we get somewhere, we going in or whatever the case may be, even though you could still get it inside. But she was just like, standing outside of a house and sitting in a car, that's just nah. You can't do that. That's how you get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, you know what? I ain't never think about that. But then when I think about certain activities that played out in New York and where they got people and shit, it all makes sense. It's always in front of the house. It's always in a, you know, some shit like that. Like, you know, you ain't trying to make nobody nervous, but let me just tell you this. I don't know. I have kind of like a sixth sense, and this shit is kind of scary sometimes. But I remember one Memorial Day. It was actually a Memorial Day. My grandfather had passed away, and we was going to North Carolina. You know, where my family is from in North Carolina is near Myrtle Beach. So, you know, we was going to the beach that weekend just because it was around the time, and we was like, let's go to the beach for Myrtle Beach week for, you know, Black Bike Weekend, whatever, right? So I said this to myself. We was going down there. I don't know why. I said something's gonna go left. I just feel it. And let me tell you something. One thing about me is that I'm not pussy, but I hear stories from different, you know, people who from New York and like Northerners who their stories when they go down south and different shit like that. Especially if you in cars that have New York plates and shit like that, you are a target. You stupid to think that you're not any place outside of where you from. You really a target. Yo, I've heard multiple stories from multiple men like from New York who took trips to like Florida and stuff like that and told like how they was shooting at their vehicles and shit like that. Yo, I remember when I went up in this one club on Myrtle Beach. Yo, I went up in that shit. I was like, yo, I wanted to get like a double shot of Hennessy, but it was very small talk. I got that shit. It was a lot of people in there, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, from that area probably too. And people travel, but I just move differently because I'm one of those people. I want to make it back home safe. I don't want my family to get that call. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't avoid shit from happening. You can't like avoid everything. Sometimes things are just, you know, just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But like, I don't want to be that story, like, especially on some vacation shit. Nah, you just got to be careful. It's holiday weekend. Be careful when you around in crowds. I ain't trying to tell you to be, you know, scared to go outside, but you just got to be aware of shit. Sometimes a lot of people be blind to shit. So, you know, let me see. The video was Nicki Swag. It's perfect. Which video you talking? Oh, you talking about? I'm thinking you're talking about the Instagram video. But yeah, the video was perfect. It was straight to the point. It was clean. Let's see. Let me bring this up real quick. All right. So shout out to the people who also supported the Nicki Minaj Queen Radio Greatest Hits compilation that she released. You know, I felt like that was good for the numbers that she did. People be bent out of shape at the wrong shit. This is a album. There was no new songs on this project, but Lickle Miss. That was it. If you think about it, and of course, yes, Super Freaky Girl is kind of new. It is kind of new. in that in that kind of regard. But the project, you know what I'm saying? It was, to me, it's a compilation of the greatest songs. So of course it was on there because that song is doing really well. But yeah, I think 29,000 is good. So shout out to everybody who supported it. I supported it. I completed my album. When I went to go purchase that, it was $6.83. So I said, how can I not support it? Even if it was the full 11 or $12, I still would have got it. But it was just like, I already purchased most of the songs that was on there. Like, again, I'm telling you, the people who was just trying to like, oh, go buy all of the versions. If you bought all the versions of Super Freaky Girl when this project came out, you couldn't buy any. You couldn't buy the songs that you already purchased. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't buy Do We Have a Problem? I couldn't rebuy Super Freaky Girl, Bussin'. I couldn't rebuy none of those songs. I was Seeing Green on here too. I'm not sure, but yeah. So this is the video where Nicki posted up in her Rolls Royce truck.
Attention. This is how a badass bitch gets into a pink Rolls Royce truck.
Yeah, see, she hit that button. I think it's a button inside of it for the doors to close on their own. But yeah, those boots look. I love the boots. I love that whole look. I'm assuming that this was when she was shooting the video. So attention, the official Super Freaky Girl video is out now. Link in my bio. Replying to some more comments on YouTube channel right now. Yeah. Also, beware. There's somebody on YouTube. They got a fake Nicki Minaj page. Like, people is crazy. Like, it's somebody up there. They got a fake page. It's Nicki Minaj at Vivo. I'm like, damn, these people is going crazy. Like, hold on a second. Let me see what this is for. Actually, so I know what I'm dealing with. Give me a second. 1, 2. Oh, what you mean? Oh, they bugging. What's today? You know, you gotta know. Okay. Oh, I'm bugging out. I'm thinking that this was from somewhere. This is from somebody else. I'm wilding. Yo, when you start, like, when you have a business and you got so many different customers, sometimes they name be like, wait a minute, I thought this is a local name. I'm like, oh, nah, that's somebody else. Like, I'm like, okay. Shit. So yeah, Nicki looked good. Super Freaky Girl video out, trending number 2 now on YouTube, but was trending number 1 when it dropped. Where we at? Like 2.4 million views, 2.5 million views on YouTube. So yeah, keep supporting that. That song is growing organically. Nicki posted the photos from behind the scenes of the video as well. Let me see if I could bring that up closer. Is that, what would you say that? Would you say that's more purple, blue, and purplish blue? I love that outfit though. That's another picture. I like that picture too. That looks like kind of like the community where like my family live at in New York. That's crazy. When you go around the world and you see how like identical a lot of the homes look, that look like where my aunt, uncle, and cousins live at. That area kind of look familiar to me. So yeah, the Barbs asked for this raw and uncut moment in this dress child. Link in the bio. Super Freaky Girl video is finally out. Oh my God, love you. Yeah, I think that Nicki will ever work with Alonzo Arnold. He seemed like he do really good work. He really like Nicki a lot. Maybe they'll, you never know. Shit. Young Miami, JT showing love, 1010 of Barbie. Yeah, you know that JT, JT of course too, but Young Miami loves Nicki Minaj fashion style and all that. I thought it was on set. I hope so. Haters are obsessed with Nicki. It's sad. What is a lot of like hate going on right now? I can't front to you, right? I never understood what aloof meant until it came to certain things, because I can't lie. I would be completely dishonest if I tell you that every day when I get on here and I'm talking now, that I be knowing all of the details of everything. And if you want to be completely honest, I think it's funny because I kind of consume myself with the things that I care about. And if I don't care about it, I kind of learn it as I go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I try to like learn about it, but I try to only really do what I love to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like So if it's anybody who's hating on Nicki right now currently about the Super Freaky Girl video, I definitely don't know about it. And I would consider myself knowing, like, pretty much, a lot of things that's going on. But if there's a lot of hate going on for that, I don't know about that. She's sticking with Tay. He's doing great. No need for another hairstylist. But actually, let me tell you this. So I don't know how you would compare this, but so Tay is obviously he's busy, and if you know how things about to start going for Nicki, once the album come out, we don't know what the appearances and stuff is going to be like, or what's her next plans. But if he got other clients, he's gonna have to leave, of course. But maybe he does book his clients around Nicki. Shit, Nicki is a bag. Would you shit? I would book them around her too. She's paying the most money, so it's just like who you gonna volley for? I'm going where they spending the money at. Like you know what I'm saying? And Tay seems extremely comfortable. So shit, if you pay me top dollar, I'm going to fuck with the scholar. I ain't trying to get low dollar. Fuck that. Tay should drop all the Insta thoughts for Nicki. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he makes money in his off days with Nicki with those Insta thoughts. So it all adds up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Young Miami should keep kissing the horse's big ass. Damn. Young Miami was super cringy in that interview with her and Megan the Stallion. And I try to, you know what? I think about things after I do videos. I say, well, was you rude towards like Young Miami? No, but to me, I feel like there's really nothing there and they really trying to force that shit. Imagine how now I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of YouTubers who I feel like had maybe like a better quality with their channel than me, and I feel like they speak really well too. It's like why are it seems like the talented people are overlooked for positions like that, like people who were actually asked the really great questions and not telling you fuck me. Like Young Miami turned me off the whole time, and you know what, I don't know why, but I just feel like for some reason a lot of younger girls, they do look up to her. And I feel like a lot of young girls could get that message and uh get it confused. Like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was really to me personally. I just didn't like it, and it was just kind of cringy to me. And I'm like, why is she here, the host of this show? What's your favorite song on the album? No, it's like she ain't know nothing about it. It was not thought provoking. Nothing that she never made me be like, oh wow. No, what she made me realize honestly is when JT said that when Trick Daddy and them said that she ain't got nothing and she don't do nothing. She asked her what she felt about it and she couldn't even answer the question. To me, that's a disability. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know what's going on because you didn't answer my question. Real talk. I didn't like how Megan tried to put JT on blast in the interview for not sending her verse. You felt like she was putting her on blast? Hmm. Do you want to talk about the haters saying senseless things about Nicki who didn't acknowledge a certain person? Yeah, I think I spoke about that the other day when I went live. Listen, you can't expect Nicki Minaj to mention Little Kim. I feel like they are not cool. Why like she's not gonna mention, like, she talked about the people who influenced her as far as like musically. Lil Wayne, Foxy Brown, Jay-Z, like she gave it up to the people she loved. Little Kim is not like, no, come on. See, her fans want to be a part of everything. This is why they clout chase every female rapper. They clout chasing Cardi fans. Now they clout chasing Megan fans. It's like stand on your own. And I know it hurts. You know what it is that hurts, but I want to tell you this. What I kind of learned from Beyonce and from hearing her in interviews maybe years ago, like when she was in her younger 30s, she always said that she looked forward to getting older and becoming older and and gaining more wisdom and stuff like that. And she said, like, I can't remember what she said verbatim, but it was pretty much along the lines of like, she wants to be older or whatever the case may be, right? So I would never trade that shit to be younger and like, nah. And I appreciate it more now because I remember when I used to say that shit to my friend, like, damn, like I remember in my 20s, like we used to be like, when I was like maybe like 22, I'd be like, damn, I would love to be like 16 again. And she was like, why the fuck would you want to be younger again? You got all these constraints from your parents. And I didn't think about it back then like that. But now I realize, nope. We all have a chance in this lifetime. Like, unfortunately, I don't care. You can't be mad at it. Don't be mad that you're getting older. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what I was trying to like point out. This is the thing. A lot of the Little Kim fans is older and they just can't take the fact that this is old school. This is old school now. You want this girl to be number one on Billboard, 1,500, I mean, a million streams for 3 weeks like Nicki. Unfortunately, Nicki did something right in her career to be able to still do that 15 years in. You can't be mad at her. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at her. To me, it's funny. Like, I don't really got that much energy. I felt like I kind of just said what I said. I even put that shit towards the end of the video when I talked about that Little Kim shit because I almost forgot about it. That's why it was at the end of my title. Like, I almost forgot about it. It's like, I don't think they don't really realize, and I'm not trying to be funny, and anybody could clip this and send it and do whatever you want to do. Yes, between Foxy Brown and Little Kim, they've had a lot of iconic moments. There's one person that be on my page. They don't ever comment on my videos until I talk about Foxy Brown. This is how I know that they listen to my content, because if I bury it in 45 minutes, they're gonna leave a comment eventually, and they're gonna try to check me. And I actually think it's funny. Listen, I like when people talk shit too. So don't ever feel like you just got to agree with me. No, tell me how you feel. But if I can understand it and it's logical, yeah, let's volley and go back and forth because we could do it. But if you're being disrespectful, that's another thing. But listen, I just want to say this, and I'm not trying to be funny. I feel like on a solo artist, as far as like a solo artist, by album one, I think Nicki had already surpassed Foxy Brown and Little Kim, to be honest with you. To be honest. And what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm talking about sales wise, as far as like, Foxy was the one who got me thinking like that, like understanding the music business and like that, like through lyrics, because a lot of y'all might just listen to lyrics, but I try to understand what they mean. And she was like, used to always talk about like how, when she came up, her campaign was crazy. Your campaign is what remixes you on. What songs are you buzzing on? She had the I Shot Ya with the LL Cool J. She had the Touch Me, Tease Me with Case. She had the Ain't No Nigga. She had anthems before she dropped that album. Think about how Nicki did it too, right? You gotta be a bomb ass bitch to have a campaign like that. I have to be honest with you. I kind of think that Cardi had that song with G Easy, fuck him, then I get some money. I don't think Cardi really had a crazy campaign either. I don't think so. I think that she just got blessed with Bodak Yellow. But with Nicki, she built it up, and it was just like she kept them wanting more, from the what was it, the My Chick Bad remix to the goddamn All I Do Is Win, Win, Win. And it was just one thing after another. And it was just like, it made me think about how, like, when Foxy Brown was just like, when she was like, they saying, damn, Fox on everything. Hell yeah, for the paper, rip a hot track. It's like, yeah, Nicki was on everything. She bodied everything. And let's compare that when when you want to break shit down and you want to do a project and do improve points. That's a point. Let's talk about the campaign for each one of these female rappers, from Nicki Minaj to Cardi B to Megan Thee Stallion. Whose campaign was crazier? Who had more traction before they dropped that album? And this is the pivotal piece that these girls is missing before they even come out. Megan had too many, to me, she had too many misses and low sales with these alleged mixtapes. And that's another thing why I feel like the digital world has fucked up music, because it's to the point now people don't go to the mixtape stores and get mixtapes, because you remember mixtapes was separate from the streaming services. If you wanted to buy something real, you had to buy it. But now it's like everything that shouldn't even be released to digital is on digital. Like a lot of the songs that Megan got, they filler. They shouldn't even be on Spotify. Like, I feel like Spotify is for your best shit, where you just like, this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now every day, everybody want to be on Spotify now. So, shit, I got some shit that I want to release, but I don't feel like it's good enough. I feel like what? There's certain songs that you might release straight to YouTube or some shit like that, and then you see how it grows. Some people, you ever know those artists who throw shit on SoundCloud? Remember when Nicki was saying she might throw We Go Up on Audio Mac or some shit like that? Yeah, you let it live there for a little while. Like Young Devin, she had this song with this other girl called with Kenzo B, but she released it, but she didn't release it to Spotify until they released it to Audio Mac like a while ago, and then they just released it to Spotify. Yeah, you do it's a strategy sometimes. You got to see where it's buzzing at, and if it's good enough, then okay. If it's do 70,000 over here, let's drop it to Spotify now. But Megan, nah. The video is well done. Nicki was hungry. Yeah, that is a point. And so when I compare, but listen, now let me compare the campaign with the Foxy Brown, the Nicki Minaj, and the Little Kim. The campaign was crazy for all of them. Who had them? I think Nicki had the most though. Nicki had the most hits. Foxy had to Touch Me, Tease Me for the album drop. She had the hits, but it wasn't Nicki. I can't. But you know what? I can't take away from none of the moments. They all had it. Little Kim had Players Anthem, Get Money. What else Little Kim had before the album came? Players Anthem, Get Money. I Can Love You with Mary J. Blige came after hardcore. I think Biggie was passed away at that time too. Um, what did Little Kim have? See, I think they only had a few like that. Foxy Brown had the I Shot Ya. She had the Jay-Z Ain't No Nigga. She had the Touch Me, Tease Me. Big Bad Mama came out after her first album. That was soundtrack music. Big Bad Mama is soundtrack music. So I love that. I love how you could tell, like, even back then, right? I have to be honest with you. You know how I be telling y'all about, like, and this is how I know that I'm kind of like ingrained in shit like this. I love the commercial songs like that Super Freaky Girl and the Anaconda, right? But I promise you, when the album drops, Super Freaky Girl is probably going to be less played to me. It's the commercial song. I like it. It's the seller. It gets you into the album. I understand it. But when the album come out, it's going to be less played. Like, I love Big Bad Mama by Foxy Brown, but I don't really seek that song out. Like, I don't. Like, it was so commercial, and it was just like, I like what she was saying in it, though, because it's kind of like, she was popping her shit, but I don't really seek that song out. I'm more so to go to a Run Them or a 730 Foxy Brown or a motherfucking Holy Matrimony or If I or, Tables of Turn, some shit like that. I don't really seek out the commercial hits. I don't know why. But yeah, Little Kim fans, they just don't understand that Kim has aged. She's an old school artist now. She was at the best. She was at her peak. She did well. She's still out here performing. Give her kudos for that. You know what I'm saying? She's still making her mark. She was at every festival this summer. She was doing her thing. She performed at Essence Festival. So give Kim her credit. But shit, even Snoop slowed down. If Snoop is definitely getting more money than a Little Kim. He's an old school artist too. He ain't in his prime no more. It's just like, but you know what it is? It's just the passion behind a female rap fan. We always want more for our faves. I think with me, Foxy being my favorite, I've accepted a while ago that it was never going to be what I wanted. I'm telling you, honestly, because from spending, let me just tell you something, right? Y'all don't come from the days that we come from. Like, real talk, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to move on. So I remember we would be literally, imagine if it was no Twitter or nothing, we just on this website and we like, yo, Nicki has a club appearance tonight on September 2nd, and she has a club appearance in Richmond, Virginia. So we would literally wait all night until people who was in the club, they would start posting pictures, they would start posting videos, and that's how you got your information. You would literally be up all night on the board. So it was a lot of nights where we got disappointed, where they was like, Foxy didn't come. It started to turn into a certain thing, like she wasn't there, she wasn't coming, and it would be one thing after another, and it's like, it just kind of hurts you as a fan. It's like, I still love her to death, but shit, man. Yes, Foxy selling t-shirts on our Instagram. The t-shirts are dope. Yep, they look dope for sure. Make sure that you support her if you're going to do that. Biggie made Little Kim and how ideas on what like Kim should be look like. Don't have imagination, grow Kim. Because wait a minute, Kim thought she. I don't understand that. Biggie made Little Kim and how ideas on what like Kim should be like. Kim didn't have the imagination grow. Kim, she thought she does being Kim was good. Oh. Foxy is a perfectionist, but let me tell you something. Sometimes about that perfectionist shit, that shit will leave you in the dust. Because let me tell you something. I'm telling you as a fan, and you could call it tough love. You could call me out if I do it. If you say you got some shit coming, make sure you only talk about it when it's there or it's there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Over the years with fans, it gets so like I can't even. And this is how I know I got respect, because I'm not going to say what I truly want to say. And this is why I said, do your thing. Like, the t-shirts look dope. Make sure you support it when they do post a link. When they post a link, they go live, support it. But me, man, listen, do what's best for you. That's all I'm saying. Do what's best for you. Biggie was a Gemini. We're creative visionaries, you heard? Gemini's, you know what's so crazy? I've always had great friendships with Geminis. My friend who passed away was a Gemini. Always had amazing friendships with Geminis, but we don't work in relationships at all. Aquarius and Gemini. And you know what's so crazy? I read this article like years ago, and I really believe it's true. And they said that Aquarius and Gemini are like eternal playground friends. Like they're just friends. They will always be friends. I've always had Gemini friends, but we don't work in relationships, though. Just don't. My bestie is a Gem. You know. You know what's so crazy? Today, right? I was leaving work and it was this girl. So we was all leaving because we got out early for the holiday today. They let us out early. So we was going down the stairs and this girl, it was just like we both was on this shit, right? So she was like, oh no, she was like, I gotta start. She was like, I started eating healthy. She was like, because my birthday coming. And I asked her, I said, watch her birthday be like. I'm like, it can't be like within a few weeks. I'm like, when is your birthday? And so she said her birthday was February 3rd. And I said, I knew it. I said, see, you on it. Let me tell you something. A true Aquarian, what is it? September, October, November, December, January, February. That's 5 months. If you run it for 5 months, and be on your clean shit and eating right and just doing your shit right, or you're going to look crazy by the time your birthday comes. That's my sister. That's my sister. And I said that in my head. And you know what's so crazy? You know what she said? She said, I knew I liked you. I told her my birthday, which is February 10th. She was like, when's your birthday? And I was like, February. She said, I knew I liked you for a reason. Yep. See, the real Aquarians, we get it. I don't know. Maybe after the 10th, they just get phony, like Megan Thee Stallion phony. But it's just certain shit that I just see through my lens that Megan do that I just wouldn't be able to face my family. Like, I couldn't be that fake and then face my brothers. And they be like, nigga, you fake. Like, why would you do that shit to Nicki and then you gonna fuck with Cardi and do some shit, nigga? You fake fuck for doing that. The thing is, these people don't have no family to turn to, so they don't just care. So they just fuck over people because they like, oh, well, I'll just get new friends. Oh, well, I'll just get a new this. Oh, well, I'll just get it that. And they don't realize by the time that when they turn 55 that they had so much people in Pet Cemetery. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of people mad at them and they don't understand why. And then they do an interview with Oprah, like, I didn't realize so much of the problem. Like, and Nicki, I'm so sorry. Like, you gave me the biggest shot up them all. And you know how Megan talk when she tried to do that shit. You gave me the biggest shot. And I wasn't even like overseas at the moment. Real hot girl shit. I'm telling you, she gonna realize one day Megan she has a personality disorder, in my opinion. I'm not saying that's a fact. In my opinion, I feel like she has a personality disorder. And I'm a Libra like Cardi. I don't know. I was taught that Libras are liars. I don't know how true that is, but I was, yeah. Is there any validity to that? I was taught Libras are liars. I don't know. The only good people I've really seen good things out of is like, I mean, my brother is a good person. He's a Scorpio. My mom is a Capricorn. She's a Christmas Eve baby, and she's a good person. She cares more about other people than herself. Let's see. I know good Leos. Yes, I know Leos, even though they're annoying sometimes, but Leos are good people. Aries are good people. Of course, Aquarius, but I feel like Aquarius could get snaky. It just depends on who they are. Mm-hmm. I remember being so annoyed by soundtrack music that when this song came out, I hated it. I don't know how y'all was, but maybe I just felt like I was just too cool for that. But take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, let's go there. Take me to. I hated that fucking song when they played it on the radio, and I even low key hated "Get a Superstar." That is what you are. I hated this song. I hated that song. But then my stupid ass would like a song like "Nothing No Else Is Coming" and everybody jumping. I liked it. I liked a lot of. I just didn't like some soundtrack music was just annoying. It was just annoying. But then you would get those good soundtrack songs that ain't nobody know about, and you just felt like it was your song. Let me shout out to the girl who was in my comments the other day, yo. I don't know why, but I connected with this comment so much because when some shit that you be actually doing and somebody say it, you kind of can relate to it. So I guess in my video at some point I was talking about Beyonce's song Move, and I was singing the lyrics, and she was just like, oh, that's my favorite part of the song, when they was like, who that girl in the back of the room? She was like, because I feel like I'm the girl in the back of the room, because I'm not in the front like that, like, I'm like low key. But she said I felt like they was talking to me, and I love that comment so much, because I'm not saying I felt like that for those lyrics, but it do be songs where I feel like they are talking to me. Like, and I know that it's a little crazy to think like that. I know we all feel like that. But when she was like, she wrote it out in the comments, like, who that girl in the back of the room? She was like, I feel like they talking to me in that song. And she was like, because I'm the girl in the back of the room. I'm low key. I'm whatever. And I was like, oh, I love that comment. Because I just related to it. Because I'm like, I know I'm not the only person who feel like songs are perfectly written like for you in your situation, you know? My dad is a Pisces. Man, love them bad, but they all over the place. One of my best friends is a Pisces. Yep. And she taught me at a very young age. I'm telling you, like my mom, she was like, yo, you got to thank God for some of the people who come into your life, male or female. But I'm telling you, I've been around a lot of girls who have taught me certain things. Like one of my friends at a very young age, she just taught me, she was like, we don't specialize in no ass kissing. And I thought that shit was so funny. Like just that her mentality was on it like that. She was like, yeah, like we don't specialize in no ass kissing. And that's just kind of been my motive. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like gravitate to the people who you are around, and like, and I always had positive, you have negative people here and there, but I've always kept positive friends around me. But yo, I was playing my reggae music the other day, like my Barris Hammond and my motherfucking Sanchez. I was like, yo, she would be so proud if she knew I was playing this music like that. Nah, you pick up everything from, we are a culmination of the people who we are around, the people who we spend the most time with. Sometimes you can't like help it, like, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, like everything. I'm telling you, it's certain things that I say that I know where I got it from. Like, yo, one of my friends, I was thinking about her, rest in peace. She passed away from breast cancer. And I remember every time we was in ninth grade, she would always be like, like she wouldn't be talking shit to the girls or some shit, but say somebody got smart with her in class, she'd be like, what? Oh, and I ain't none of y'all average. And I felt like she was saying it wrong, but we would always look at each other and start dying laughing. Like, what you mean you ain't none of they average? So I be thinking, yo, I'm telling you, when I could have moments, I could just be walking and thinking about some funny shit, and you won't even know what I'm laughing at. And I think that is so interesting in life. Somebody be like, what are you laughing at? You don't even know what I'm on. Like, I could be laughing at some shit that happened like years ago. I love memory. I be talking to my nieces about this too. I'm like, do you remember when you was a child? And they be like, yeah. Like, some people don't remember their childhood, and I find that to be crazy. I be remembering a lot of things. Yep, I dislike that song. What song you dislike? My mom is an Aries, and she's definitely Flora Blunt and don't cut corners. It is what it is type attitude, but they are very wise. Yep. Hell yeah, they very wise. Yeah, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I need a coffee. My caffeine addiction is kicking in. You know what? I'm going to go to Starbucks and I'm going to get me a Ribbon Crunch Frappuccino Grande, double blended with extra whipped cream. And then I'm going to get me a lemon pound cake, and I'm going to dump that shit right in that whipped cream on top of it. And then I'm going to eat it until the cake is gone. And then I'll drink the milkshake when I get home. But yeah, that's my favorite thing to get from Starbucks now. I really want to get the strawberry one. I haven't got that in a while, but you know what's so funny with me? I don't love the strawberry frappuccino, but I like to get it every here and then. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to get it. But what I was gonna say, I'm definitely getting that Ribbon Crunch. It's pay week shit. I remember, yo, we used to have these little corny ass things that we would do when we got paid. I'm talking about teenage shit, right? But I don't even think other teenagers was doing shit like this, like us. Like, we was really going out. Like, every time we got paid, we used to go to the fucking Ruby Tuesdays. Do y'all remember Ruby Tuesdays? Back in the day, Ruby Tuesdays used to be so fucking lit. That damn salad bar. Then when I got older, that shit turned into this nursing home type vibe. I said, nah, we can't fuck with Ruby Tuesdays no more. We used to go in there and fuck that shit up, like high school days, like going in there, ordering those triple burgers and mad fries and sodas. Yo, that's back when I learned that if you squeeze a fresh lemon over your fucking Coca-Cola, that shit was good as hell. I was never one of those people who would drink that Coca-Cola with lemon in the bottle. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm not drinking none of that vanilla shit, none of it. I might drink a cherry Coke here and there, but nah, I don't know. Taurus, I love hearing your stories. Nah, Pisces are pro victims. What you mean by that? I love Pisces. Yeah. One of my friends who was a Pisces, she was just straightforward. She ain't play no games like that. I remember one time we was working at this job with my friend, and somebody had called her name, but they had made a mistake and called somebody else the name. And so the girl was just like, and you know, this got to be taken serious. This is your name, but I don't think it's worth it to come to one person. But she was willing to do that. But so let's say the girl is Sarah, and somebody says Sarah, and the girl turned around. She was like, "Why are you calling me Sarah? That's not my name." And she was like, "Bitch, you got a problem with my name?" She said that shit just like that. She said, "You saying that shit like you got a fucking problem with my name?" And the low key history of it was that she put me on after. She was like, her and the girl had some sort of she didn't have an altercation, but she said it was in gym. And this is 12th grade shit. I'm telling you how people was on it. Like, so I was like, what the fuck is going on? She was like, yeah. She was like, we was in gym, and she like tried to like I don't know. She tried to make it seem like she was trying to bully me or some shit like that. So she was like, she just snapped. Like she was like, "You saying that's your name?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't fucking call me that. It's a difference. You be like, that's my name. But if you like, don't fucking call me that name. And she was like, "Bitch, you act like you got a problem with my name." And I remember she was like, that's strike two. Cause they was just, I don't know, they ain't like each other. I ain't never have no issues with nobody like that. I ain't saying that everybody like me, but I ain't really have no issues with people. They seem cool till they put your ass in a situation. Yeah, my mom is a Pisces, and oh, I love that woman, but she be like too. She a little unstable. Pisces are very strong, but look innocent. They seem cool till they put your ass in situations. Pisces are cool. They sensitive as fuck, but they're super misunderstood and very artist creative. They're really in their head a lot, but sweet and mysterious. Yeah, let me show you this Pisces that I love. Actually, let me bring her up. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably watch this channel, and I'm removing that Aries spirit shit from here because now that I started talking about other shit, I don't even want to talk about that. So I'm removing it. So if you here for that portion of the video, just drop off now because yeah. Hold on a second. You're right though. Pisces are very creative. Let me bring this up real quick. I am gonna remove that from my title, so just yeah. Because I'm about to get up off of here soon. So let me see. I love this girl. So I've been following her for a minute, but let me just bring this up real quick. See, she said, and I guess when Pisces say they so misunderstood, like with Peyton, how she spend like so much money, she's still very cheap in certain ways. So then when she be telling me she be getting wine from like CVS and like the drugstores, I'm like, I would expect you if you wearing Fendi shoes or stuff like that. Like I would expect that you're you getting like the best wine and shit, but she don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm kind of a conundrum like that too. I'm very meticulous with food. People think that I'm playing. Like I'm very funny when it comes to food. I am, and where you might want to eat at, I might not want to eat there. Like you know what I'm saying. So anyway, let's just play a little bit of this. Let me just get into it. She was answering some questions. Hold on.
I came up with first. So yes, definitely download my playlist because y'all been asking for it. So I finally made. All right, let's get into it. It ain't nothing but me and you here. So anyway.
I ain't trying to dish out, but I don't drink Stella Rose. Maybe that's a girl thing, but nah, me can't do it. Me can't do it. But listen, they obviously have a target market because I don't know.
Yes, I was saying, y'all, this Stella Rose of watermelon. First of all, it tastes like juice. First of all, how much alcohol in here? Because I'm about to be drunk. Because I've been drinking it like juice. Just the fact that I don't even see alcohol in it. Where is the percentage? Looks like this one is gonna sneak up on me because this shit tastes like juice.
I like watching her though. A little kid.
All right, let's get into this little chit chat. Get rid of me. Okay, so.
And that's her real hair
just
too.
Got out of the shower.
She be wearing weave and stuff though.
My curling iron. I got this new bed. Wow, this is hot. I like put it like it's not even close to my face, and I feel the heat coming off it. Okay, you better curl the shit out of my hair. I know that much for you to be $100 and $200. Hell. All right, so my hair looking a mess, so I'm just gonna tie this up and get it out of my way while I do my makeup. Excuse me, let me. And
let's see what she
the
doing.
sooner you realize that a motherfucker's opinion about you ain't paying your bills, because I swear, if I could have took one of them opinions, whether they were saying something about the way I looked, my body, any of that, besides me actually being broke, I would have been able to pay my fucking bills and my shit wouldn't have got took. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you got to just go through some shit for you to realize that you really don't have to give a fuck. That's a choice. Next person said, what made you choose Texas to move to? Baby, I didn't choose Texas. Texas chose me. I was trying to go back to California. San Diego, specifically. I loved it there. Loved it. Oh my God. San Diego is a vibe, okay? And it ain't dangerous.
I be sitting here watching her.
Going across the border,
smoking my weed.
Literally right across the border, although that would not be the specific part of Mexico I choose to go to, but even Cabo's not that far. You know what I'm saying? Cabo to San Diego is probably like, hey, you're too low. I would so love to move back to San Diego, but I don't like the cost of living out there. I don't understand why the cost of living have to be so high as opposed to other states. Like, I do not get it. Like, what are y'all trying to weed out? Somebody said things that go over people's head about single mothers. It wasn't our fault. Okay, the next question is, how do you manage your money? Are you a budgeter or go with the flow type? I'm definitely a budgeter. I look at my bank account every day. I only like spending when I know it's coming right back. Like, if I spend a large amount of money at one time, that's only happening when I know it's getting ready to be put right back in my account. Like, seriously. I do not like seeing the number go down in my bank account at all. I like to see it go up. So I'm definitely a budgeter. I do not like going with the flow. I do not like making large illogical purchases. Like, it has to make sense to me. That's why when you see me buy anything designer or expensive, you're gonna see me wearing it. Like, I wouldn't give a damn if somebody be like, damn, she gonna wear them shoes every time she go out, ain't it? Yeah, I am. Because they were high. Somebody asked, do you want to get married? Whew, girl. You know, that is a scary question there, honey. That's
I'm about to get it off after this one.
Will you marry me? I don't know. I got married too young, so it's kind of like, I done it. It didn't work. I don't have to do it again type of situation for me. Yeah. That's how I explained it. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice, but knowing that you married the right person is a huge gamble. And I've seen what it looks like to, like, literally hate your spouse, hate the person that you once loved and stood at the altar saying, I do too, and I love you. Like, I've experienced the hatred that comes afterwards. And you know what? I just don't have the spirit or the emotional capacity to, like, really hate anyone. Don't get me wrong, if I don't fuck with you no more, oh yeah, I'm taking that to the grave. Like, you are really cut off, but hating someone, I don't know. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to go through divorce again and all that. So I guess my answer is no. Okay, the next question is, where's the best place to get your body done? Asking for myself. Oh, girl, I would say I went to both Colombia and Dominican Republic. I'm gonna say if you want a shapely body, go to the Dominican Republic. If you want a shapely, if you want like a fit body that doesn't really look like you went and got surgery done, more so you just like worked out, go to Colombia. What makes you
All right, all right, all right. So yeah, make sure that you check out Peyton Marie Charles, her channel on YouTube. She drops vlogs like twice, 2 or 3 times a week. She started doing like this grown woman chat. I think she's speaking to people on Instagram, and I think she just edited in, or maybe they people, or maybe they emailed the questions, and I'm not sure. But check out her channel. I love her channel. You know what I'm saying? It's really, I like to see what she's up to. She be putting me onto a lot of things. Like she put me onto that whole Trader Joe shit. I love going to Trader Joe's because I feel like I don't be spending that much money, and I be getting mad shit from there, like snacks. I be getting my sparkling what is it? The sparkling lemonade from there. I like them chocolate covered pretzels with the peanut butter. It's so many different things I love from Trader Joe's. A French toast. I like a lot of stuff there. I don't know how you could watch her. I meant to say I like a lot of different things on YouTube. I don't know how you can watch her. I don't know. Be careful. Them surgeries can be fatal. Yeah. A lot of people are into doing surgeries now. I was telling this one girl, like, you don't need surgery, but shit, you once a person has this in their mind, then they're gonna go forward with it. That's Peyton Marie Charles. She may be tipsy, but she makes sense, right? Pisces gang. I think I'm a Pisces or a Cat Moon. Hmm. Yeah. Yes, they go in the building. That's that's so true. Pisces, I know it'll be funny looking eyes and face, but they pretty though. Even my uncle. I'm tipsy after 2 shots. I'm a lightweight. Damn, yeah. You definitely got to know what your limits are because you don't want to get around nobody, and then you know what I'm saying. Things start going up and you can't handle. Because yo, let me tell you, it's only one thing that I have. One thing that I've had before that I would never drink again, and that was E&J. E&J did me dirty. I don't know. I've never blacked out before. Have you ever had a bad experience off E&J? I don't know what it is, but E&J is just horrible. Let me bring this. Let me see. I know I'm getting a breast reduction because my back hurts. Damn. Oh, you know that for a fact that you're gonna get it? Breast reduction. Yeah, do whatever makes you happy, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna do your research and make sure that I love this damn Febreze scent. I be spraying that shit. I got it in my um outlets and I got the spray too. I know I'm gonna a few. Oh yes, Trader Joe's seasonings. You know what? I haven't gotten into the seasonings yet, but I will check that out. I'm gonna go there today because I want to get some. I need to go and pick up some things. I need to go to Costco, and I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. Can't you just lose weight instead of breast reduction? Hmm. Yeah, by sure I have kids though. Nah, it was Amsterdam for me. What did? Oh, the Amsterdam. Amsterdam don't really. You know what? Amsterdam put me to sleep. Every time I drink Amsterdam, I go right to sleep for some reason. So listen, I'm about to end this because we have 58 minutes. We talked about the freaky girl video first. I was gonna talk about the Aries Spears thing, but I'm gonna talk about that. I'll do it in another video. Because I'm reaching an hour already, and I was just like, yeah, I really enjoyed this conversation. This is why I be trying to do uploads because then I could be focused. Because I don't know, I feel like I'm always gonna like I could have a video where I'm talking about something, but I'm always gonna go off track, and I know it when I'm doing it, and then I just don't care. It is what it is. That's nasty as fuck. What's nasty? The E&J? Yo, let me tell you. I remember this. This was my experience with E&J. Let me tell you what happened. So I remember I was sitting. We was in New York, and my brothers, they was out and just like, yo, we drinking, whatever the case may be. So I'm sitting on the stairs with them and I'm just like, what y'all drinking? And like, oh, you drinking E&J and iced tea? And I'm just like, nigga, that shit is whack. I'm like, why the fuck you drinking E&J? Because to me, I felt like the older people around us was talking about E&J. And I'm like, why the fuck you drinking that? So, of course, I'm younger. I'm more like hip hop mind. I'm like, where the fuck is like no Ciroc, no nothing like that. So they drinking E&J and mixing it with iced tea. So I'm like, this shit is nothing. I had one drink. I threw that shit back. I got another one, threw that shit back. The next thing I know, niggas was just wilding the fuck out. I blacked out. We was all out there freestyling. They was like, yo, you went crazy last night. I ain't even remember none of that. And that was the last time that I did that shit. I don't think you realize some people get excited over shit like that when they get drunk and they turn up and people be like, yo, you wilded out last night. You was going in, you was talking mad shit, whatever the case may be. I ain't like that shit. I was kind of, and then the thing that kind of like sealed the deal for me that I remember, it was like when I kept drinking that iced tea and E&J, it was one time when I turned my head back, I had tunnel vision and it was over. It was over. I couldn't see anything else. It was like I was zoned out. It's not good to be drunk like that, yo. That E&J fucked me over. I remember we went, my brother had drove my car. We went to McDonald's. It was mad late. We all got food from McDonald's. I had just got paid for my job. I was working I think I was working for damn child support at that time. I had like $1,000 in my pocket. Do you understand how dangerous that was? That I could have and I was like, I ain't gonna call my cousin house to trap, but we wasn't in no good area. But shit, they could have got me. I threw up all over my shit too. Shit was crazy. I can't see how people get drunk every weekend. Me either. I don't get drunk. I might have a drink, but Cardi and Henny did me wrong, but it was my fault though. Yo, you know what did me wrong? Hypnotic. Hypnotic fucking made me sick for like 3 days straight. I promise you, it made me sick. I can't fuck with Hypnotic. Henny tastes so bad, but you know what? Hennessy, if you go to Chick-fil-A and get that lemonade and pour some Hennessy on it, I promise you it'll make it a lot better. That sweetness and that bitterness, it balance it out. And you'd be like, you know what? I could understand why they like Henny. Because let me make something very clear to you. Henny don't taste good, but it makes you chill. Like I'm telling you, sometimes my anxiety is a little bad. So anytime that I go out, say I know that we going out and they like, yo, we going out to a nightclub or whatever the case may be. I don't have the type of anxiety where I'm not go, but I'll make sure that I get me a little drink to just, just to us. So it's mandatory. As soon as I get into the spot, I get a double shot of Hennessy. I don't love the way that it tastes. I like how it makes me feel, and it makes me feel relaxed. So that's why I fuck with Hennessy. I don't fuck with it because of the way it tastes. But if I did have a bottle of it, I am gonna go get me a lemonade from Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna drink maybe like a little bit down. I'm gonna pour some in and mix that shit up. And I'm telling you, that taste is just like I could, and then yeah, it makes it better. It makes it more manageable. I mix dark and light. I never drink again after that. And I had no food. Oh Lord, why did you do that? Yeah, I love tequila too. Tequila with that crushed ice and that simply lemonade. Oh yeah. Me and my mom used to fuck that shit up for like once I got older, I think like once I got older, like this is way after I turned 21, but like yep, we had our little routine every weekend. We would get a bottle of Patron and we would just have our drinks. And she liked to make that drink. What is that drink? She liked to make the tequila sunrise with the grenadine and stuff. She loved that. That was our drink. We used to do those every weekend. Tequila sunshine. I love tequila. Yep, I don't really care for vodka, but I drink it because one of my friends get it a lot, and I just drink it because that's what they like. And plus, vodka kind of like goes over easy with the lemonades and stuff like that too. And let me tell you this: what will get you fucked up is if you go to Trader Joe's, you get their organic pink lemonade, and then when you mix that shit with your vodka, I promise you, don't get turned off. Make sure that you only drink that. You shake it up, and then you drink it when it's ice cold. But that damn lemonade is so good, but it's when I say thick, don't get turned off, but it's good. It has like strawberry, um, I don't I don't want to say preservatives or whatever, but the lemonade is just a little thicker. So when you make your drink with it, you can barely taste the liquor, and that shit will get you fucked up. I'm telling you. It will get you fucked up. Having your liquor or your tequila or your vodka mixed with that Trader Joe's pink lemonade. Oh yeah, it's gonna get you fucked up because you're gonna barely taste it. I can drink a little though. I know my limit, and my limit is 2 to 3 drinks the max. But let me tell you something. I remember when my mom had her retirement party from when she was retiring from GE, and we went to like this party at this country club. My mother told us they are covering everything. So you better get everything that you want. I love my mom because she would always tell you, she said, get everything that you want. When I tell you, yo, I was so fucked up. When I tell you, I counted, I had 9 margaritas. I'm not talking about no bullshit little cup, Applebee's margaritas. I'm talking about like nice quality glass margaritas. When I tell you, me and my cousin, because my mother put it in all of our bags, she was just like, "Get what you want." I'm retiring from GE. They paying for everything. We had all type of seafood towers with the fresh seafood. I didn't even eat. I didn't even eat. I don't even eat like seafood fresh, like like that. But I was eating that shit because they was paying for it. Fuck that. Like that was the present that they gave my mom, like going away. They brought us to this country club out in Saratoga, New York. So it was like it was dope as fuck. But yo, when I tell you we fucked them drinks up, I want another margarita, another margarita. We fucked that shit up. Yo, margaritas with fruit puree. And listen, I don't like no cheap ass motherfucking tequila. You know what? My friend got me on the Hornitos. Hornitos is cool. It got a taste to it that I don't love, but I don't hate. See, I feel like when you eat healthy and you take vitamins and stuff and you like try to eat healthy, you understand that everything might not taste good. So there may be a benefit to it, but it might not taste amazing, but you don't hate it enough not to consume it. So I kind of look at different things in life like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me compare this story to this. When I go to Panda Express, oh, I hate their egg rolls. I don't know why I hate their egg rolls because they're not fresh. They don't use fresh vegetables. You notice if you go to a Chinese place, it tastes better. It's in that grease, but it tastes better. The vegetables taste better. When you go to Panda Express, that egg roll is so trash. But when I'm in the line sometimes, I'll be like, "Ooh, I want an egg roll." And then when I get it, I hate it so much. And you could call it insanity, but sometimes you just want an egg roll. And every time I get it, and I'm not saying that it's disgusting that I want to spit it out, but it's not good. Like when you vision an egg roll, when you taste an egg roll, you know what them vegetables supposed to be crunchy. It's mushy because it's frozen and just drop it in the grease. That shit is so nasty. But I get it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Too much run bunch. I am straight edge, no alcohol, no cigarettes. Damn, you take this life thing on like head on like that with nothing, no, no support, nothing. I like daily on. I hate when I'm expecting a certain flavor texture and it's not there. Yeah. Like going to Starbucks when people get their Frappuccino and they don't double blend it. I don't like that. I don't want all that icy ice in my damn. No, I want it to be like a milkshake. I want it to be like, I don't want it to be like completely thin. It'd be some ice in it. But that's why I always say for Starbucks, I want my milkshake. I want it to be double blended. Oh, yeah, that fucking ribbon crunch is calling me. I might, but you know what? I got a mocha one. That one was okay. It was creamy. I once chased a cigarette. To be young, I once chased gin with a cigarette. You know what? I'm not really a fan of gin, but I remember what was that that oh yo, this is how I knew that we was coming up in the times where we could just get away with shit. This was the 90s. And I remember I was walking home with my homeboy from school, right? And I don't know why in my head I wanted to feel grown or whatever, right? So me and him was walking home from school, and I remember he was like, "Yo, I got to go to the bathroom. Let's stop in this bar." So I guess he knew the guy in the bar or whatever the case may be. So while he was using the bathroom in the bar, I said, "Let me get a shot of Tanqueray." 12th grader, this nigga, 12th grade. This nigga came out. He seen me taking a shot. I took that shit, and we walked right up Northern Boulevard like nothing ever fucking happened. I felt so grown that day. Then by the time we got to the top of the bridge, it's like he lived that one. He lived on the other side of like he lived in what they call like Dudley Heights. So by the time we got up to the top of the hill, it was like he was going one way, I was going the other way. And I remember I walked home, he went his way. Yep, we walked home from school that day, and it was just like I was like, that was bold as fuck. You know how hype I was that I got a fucking shot of Tanqueray in 12th grade, nigga? That's back when they was letting people get away with murder. We should have never been able to go to see Players Club with not 18 years old. We should have never been able to go see that. Like never. Yep, I felt grown. I had my book bag on and all. He was like, yo, it was called the Silver Slipper. It was this bar in upstate. Yep. We got to that shit on the corner of Orange and Northern Boulevard. He went and he was like, yo, I'm about to go use the bathroom. So I went inside. The older guy was at the bar. I said, let me get a shot of Tanqueray. Poured it up. Boom. Threw that shit back. That nigga came through, got right up out of there. Like nothing never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my friends said, she said she would look a nigga in his eye after she fucked him like it never happened. Yo, it never happened. Yep. Tequila makes me black out. Damn. I love tequila. You know, I love the way you dilla, sip my tequila, work from the dilla for lunch chinchilla. I love tequila. You were wilding. I remember my friends, they got drunk. They was drinking 151, Bacardi 151. This was in the this was in the 90s too. And they was fucking rolling down the hills and shit, drunk off Bacardi 151. They was drinking that shit straight. I don't know why. Listen, my friend, she used to have these things where she would hear something somewhere. Yo, I remember listen, the 90s was that Bacardi wave because I remember it was one New Year's where we was drinking Bacardi Limon. Yo, niggas was fucked up off Bacardi Limon. I didn't really drink that much though, and no, I'm not even gonna say that. But that shit was crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy year. Bacardi Limon is so nasty. Any Asian food but Chinese. Let's see. My body doesn't need alcohol. I only need love. I hear that, Rebecca. I hear that. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. See, I done exceeded by 10 minutes. Yeah, is there anything else that have ever made me sick? Oh yeah, Long Island iced teas make me gravely ill. I don't know what it is about Long Island iced teas. And I try to do this thing where I said, you know what? I ain't had one in like, well, shit. I'm like, I ain't had one in like 5 to 6 years. Let me try to get it. Every time I get it, it's something about that mixture where I remember one time I went to this battle rap event in New York City. I was because everybody was getting the blue Long Islands. And of course, me, I got to go back upstate. So I knew that I wanted to drink. So I only take the Greyhound down because I'd be like, I don't want to get drunk and then have to drive back up. And then, DWI, all that. Right. So, I remember the blue Long Islands. I had probably like 4 of them or whatever. When I tell you I got on that Greyhound bus and I felt every bump from the time we left New York City until we got upstate. And I was like, what, 160 something miles? You know what type of motion sickness I had with that shit? And then, the shocks on the bus was bad, I believe, because the bus was bouncing up and down. Yo, I felt so sick. Oh my God. That Remy had my ass playing basketball and make sure to eat before you drink. Yeah, that motion sickness with drinking is horrible. I remember I called into work the next day too, fucking with that damn Long Island iced tea. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. Long Island iced tea is just not good for me. Mind you, I had acrylics on it. Don't play a lick of basketball. Damn, that's crazy. Drunk bus drives were the best. Yeah, it's the best if the bus is like, you know, operable in the best way because I'm telling you, this bus had no shocks on it. I felt every bump. Could you imagine being drunk and the bus bouncing up and down and you just feeling that shit? Like I was like, get me off this shit. And then they used to have this thing where when the bus leaves New York City, they stop in all these little hick towns because college kids got to think about it. So you going upstate. So it's like, it would be so many little stops. And I'll be like, we not home yet? No, we in Newport. It's in Newport. I'm like, oh my God. That shit used to be crazy. That's my favorite auntie drink. Yo, you know what I used to say I was gonna drink when I was growing up? So my mom used to drink Kahlua with milk sometimes, right? So I used to always. My mom did this thing when we was little boys. She would always let us taste a little bit of what she was drinking or whatever, but she would never let us. I don't know why. I don't know if. And to be honest with you, I don't think that was negative because I'm not an alcoholic or whatever. But she would let us taste a little bit of it, or maybe not the Kahlua. Maybe we tasted it after. No, I think I did taste her Kahlua before. Maybe I did, but I was just like, when I turn 21, I'm gonna get a vanilla milkshake from McDonald's and I'm gonna mix Kahlua in it. And once I got older, I never did it. You know what? I should do that because I never. I wonder. How do you think that would taste? Now I don't think it would be so good though. What if you just put a little bit of it in it? Because I like the way Kahlua tastes back then. That shit used to be so good. I can't relate, y'all. I don't drink alcohol. I drink milk, coffee, smoothies, fruit juice, etc. That's good, Rebecca. Stay positive. Let's see. Kahlua is good. Yeah, I wonder how Kahlua would be mixed in a frappuccino. If you get a frappuccino and put a Kahlua in it. What if you get a vanilla bean frappuccino and you like drape it with Kahlua? That might be good. I like Kahlua coffee too. Adios, motherfucker, is my shit. JT was giving Megan a verse on the Sagittarius, and I knew that soon as she said that she took too long, she purposely, strategically procrastinated. JT is Team Minaj. Oh, you think she purposely procrastinated? I once rode on a train to San Francisco where everyone was drinking and smoking on the way to the parade. Damn. My parents let me taste liquor at 13. Yo, my mom had little wine coolers and shit like that. Ooh, I don't never remember drinking a whole wine cooler, but I do remember tasting it. And yeah. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. Shout out to everybody who stopped by and who was chit chatting. Kahlua, milk, ice, cinnamon, and blended up. My cousin called it old dirty drawers. That do sound good. Kahlua, milk, ice, and cinnamon. As you should. My granddad drank until his end, and honestly, it was heartbreaking to see the effects of alcohol. That's why I drink every blue moon. Yeah, one of my friends, they got to drink their vodka every night. Every night. I'm like, yo, no, they don't drink every night, but I think that I only drink socially, to be honest with you, because I can't really see myself coming home with a bottle. I used to do that when I was on my wine kick. Now I love me some wine. I could sit here and fucking drink wine and smoke weed and just be in the damn Twilight Zone. I like that, but I had to stop smoking wine. You love Baileys. I'm drinking Baileys. Then I cracks for the Mercedes. Act shady and fill my 380 for the Raven. Ooh, I see. Your girl ain't a freak like me or Radina. What happened to did anybody know what happened with Nicki Minaj going on Drink Champs? Oh, Armand Wiggins went live to Charlemagne up to sue Tasha K. Oh, I can't wait to see it. So he tried to get ahead of that story because Tasha K video is supposed to come out soon. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna see what's going on with that. Let's see. It's 7 different liquors, laughing my ass off. No wonder. Or you talking about the Long Island? Yeah. So listen, I felt like this live was not organized, and to the people who love the shorter videos, I'm going to be doing those as well. I do like to come live and talk shit though, but I really didn't. After the video came, I wish I would have done my live yesterday. I wish I would have. And I didn't want to not go live, so that's why I still went. Because I was like, should I just delete this live and just keep it moving? And I was like, nah, let me just come because I got off early, even though it's 3 now, 3:25. What could I do early? What do I want to get? Because I didn't. You know what? I was gonna stop at Olive Garden because I love that chicken gnocchi soup. I was gonna get that and get some breadsticks and dip that shit in it. I love that chicken gnocchi soup. How far is Olive Garden from me? Let me see. Where's the closest Olive Garden? Because that was on my mind. I like that other soup too, but I think I want the chicken gnocchi soup. Let me see. Because that's what I want. Olive Garden. Oh, it's in Sugar Land. Okay. I don't know. Remember to keep Super Freaky Girl stable. Yes, make sure that you stream Super Freaky Girl. I love how when we hit different topics, I feel like it's a regular conversation. Yeah, I love that too. You make food sound good. Yes, I want some chicken gnocchi soup from Olive Garden. And I don't even go to Olive Garden like that, but when I go there, I have to get that soup and dump them breadsticks in there. One of my friends put me onto dumping the breadsticks in Alfredo sauce. I said, this is sinful. This is sinful. You dump the fucking breadsticks and Alfredo Yo, and when I did it, I loved that shit. It was so good. I promise you. You know what? Hmm. Now that sound like a meal. Now that sound like a meal. You know what's a really good quick meal that's like people low key underestimated, but it's really good? Well, it's kind of like making a stuffed pepper. But I really like if you, but you got to do it a certain type of way. You don't got to do it till it's dry. But like with ground beef, I feel like if you season it and you saute it down to where like it's really cooked really good, and then you just take that with like some onions and peppers and you mix that shit in some white rice. Oh my God, that's so good. If you want to get a little classy, you might be able to open up a can of corn or not. Maybe if you don't really, some people don't like canned stuff, but if you want to use like some fresh vegetables and mix it in that shit with that hamburger, yeah, I like. See, my bro, I grew up with my brother making meals like that. He would do some shit like that. He would make some corn. I mean, he would make some rice with some damn ground beef mixed up in it with some vegetables and some onions or something. That shit would be mad good. My brother always be doing some crazy shit, boiling chicken and seasoning it and then putting some noodles in it and some shit and some vegetables. That's why I like food that's like that too. Real talk. I like stuff that's like, mixed up properly though, not just anything thrown together. And my mother used to always be like, "Y'all always doing that mixed up shit. You learned that shit from your father. You ain't learned that from me." Oh my God. She's like, "I don't like my shit mixed up like that. Don't mix my stuff up like that." My mother like regular stuff mixed up. Like she like, you know how they mix up the peas and carrots. And she likes succotash, but she don't like other shit. She don't like her shit mixed up. She like, no, don't mix my shit up. One of my favorite meals is meatloaf and gravy with either mashed potatoes or rice and peas. That's one of my favorite meals. I don't like my meatloaf with red sauce. I prefer my meatloaf with gravy. Yeah, and I love that cube steak too with that damn rice and peas. Yeah, that used to be one of the meals I used to look forward to. I used to get so mad because I would come through the door when I was a child and I would think that my mother was making cube steak. And by the time I get to the kitchen, I see it ain't no stove, it ain't no pot on the stove. I open that oven and I see fucking turkey legs with onions, shit seasoned on it. I'll be so mad. Because when you smell them onions, you assume that it's going to be beef. I don't know about you. When I smell it cooking in that type of way, I used to be like, yes, we have some sort of steak or some sort. I would be so happy. I'm telling you. I gotta tell my mother. I think I told her that though. It'd be the little things like that where I'd be feeling like, it'd be funny to like say. But I used to always talk about this though. I'd be so mad. You get home, you open that door, you smell them onions, you like, ooh, we about to have some steak or some shit. You get to that stove and you don't see no pot and be like, open that shit up, and I see the damn turkey legs with the onions. I'm like, oh my God. Damn. I don't like the name. I love meatloaf. The sauce has to be on point. It can make it or break it. I love meatloaf with fucking gravy. Yup. And I like that hamburger steak too. Yup. I like that Salisbury steak shit too. I used to go to this restaurant here and get that. I just love it. I just like it. I don't know why. Feeling comfort food. You know about pine sol? Of course I do. Of course. For people who like sweet peas, add a little flour and make a juice thick like sugar, onions. And let me tell you this, I never had an issue with liking vegetables growing up because my mom always made vegetables savory. She always put a little butter in the vegetables. I'm telling you, that's how you get your kids to love vegetables. They won't like the fucking broccoli and shit you cooking for them because they ain't putting no flavor in it. My mom, every time she made green beans, she opened up a pack of the onion soup mix. You know that you cook your green. Every time she made green beans, she put the onion soup mix and butter in it. Could you imagine what that tastes like and then mixed up? Oh my God. Now that's cooking. When I came down here, one of my friends, I think, did I'm trying to think, did let's do that? Did he put the onion soup mix in it? All I know is they made they shit, drape that shit. They had they damn green beans buttered down and they had fucking bacon bits on top of that shit. And I think potatoes too. My grandfather made his green beans with potatoes. Yeah, he did. Yep. So it'd be boring when our mom talk about anything but Nicki. Meatloaf with pot roast gravy. Oh my god. Yo, I remember when I used to work at this nursing home, even the roast beef, because they would make that shit well done. That shit used to be so good with the mashed potatoes and some corn. Yeah, I could get with a meal like that with gravy. I love gravy. Mm. For people, let's see. You don't like the meatloaf thing? Everybody can't make macaroni and cheese though. I don't know. Try their chocolate cake. The cake is so good. From where? Oh, from Olive Garden. You talking about the lava cake? Yeah. You got the URL app? Yep, I do. When is Summer Madness ain't coming on, right? I'm getting hungry. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. I'm about to. Oh, what's this? I bet you it's some overseas shit. I see some sneakers. They got 10 off. Let's see. Red. Please let me get these. I want those so bad. Mm. Yeah, I'm getting them shiz. I love those sneakers. Just gonna have to eat it. It is what it is. I got it in the bag. These 550 New Balances. Let me see. Go back. They got the red and white ones. I've been wanting these. Let's do it. All right. I never liked sloppy joes because of the name. My mom never made sloppy joes, believe it or not, growing up. She looked at that as a waste. She's like, why am I going to make a damn sauce and you put it on bread? No, she's just going to make spaghetti. We had spaghetti frequently. That was a frequent meal, but I love the way my mom made spaghetti. Shit. I love spaghetti. I don't know about you. See, one of my friends, like, I remember when I think I gave her some of my mom's spaghetti when we got older or something like that. And she was like, you know what's so funny? She was like, I grew up hating spaghetti, and I didn't realize I liked it. I just didn't like the way my mother made it. And I said, ouch. I'm gonna say, ouch. I'm gonna say her ting around my like that. I said, damn, you just hate the way mommy made. You just hate the way mommy made. I said, "Eh, you hate the way your mommy." I said, "Eh, she hate the way her mommy." What the hell? See, you want me to put too much information in. I like my sloppy joes sweet. You like your sloppy joes sweet? Like with just a little sugar in it? I like my spaghetti sweet sometimes, but I like to sprinkle my sauce on. I sprinkle the sugar on it, top it, instead of putting it in the whole pot. I don't like my spaghetti sweet like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm hungry. It's like last night for dinner. See, the last thing I had to eat that was food wise, I had McDonald's last night, and I hate having McDonald's for dinner. But the time that I left my apartment to go out to my friend crib, it was too late to get anything else, and I wasn't gonna go to In and Out. And In and Out shit, that was just like getting damn chicken nuggets. So I don't like that sloppy Joe sauce. What's up, Latoya? Just spoiled. Yeah. And you know what's so crazy? Even though I got older and other people made like chicken thighs, my mom grew up really poor, so she never made chicken thighs for us. We only had wings or legs and breasts. That's it. My mother would never get thighs. She's like, She's like, that's poor people food. And even though shit, we were still poor growing up through some at times. We was middle class, but shit, like we didn't eat thighs like that. Nope. You would eat it if she got like a bucket of chicken from somewhere and somebody just want to eat it and pick around it, but she didn't cook chicken thighs at all. I don't like sloppy Joe sauce. You know, so listen, y'all, I'm definitely getting out of here now. I hope all of y'all, have a safe weekend. Just be mindful and watchful of people you're around this weekend. Shit always happen. When I was talking about that Myrtle Beach story, when I said I went down there with my family, I felt like something bad was going to happen that year, and something bad did happen. I remember somebody ended up getting killed on the beach that same day that we was there, that night before we got up out of there. I just remember I was just like, I don't like to be a Debbie Downer when we go places and shit like that, but I'm always watching it. I just don't want to get into no shit. Like, nah. See, what you want to call it? You want to call it you being pussy, or are you just aware of what's going on? You know that, and unfortunately, this is a thing, right? And I ain't saying that this don't happen around different races, but you know that when it's a lot of us in a area, what's especially the beach, yeah, it went down. I think somebody either got trampled to that night and somebody got killed. So it was just like it was a lot of things going on, and we got out of there. So you know, yeah. See you later, Lacey. Lots of rice and peas. Yeah, I love rice and peas, but that butter and you sprinkle a little of that Laurie's seasoning salt. Oh, I love me some butter noodles too. Listen, this is what you got to do when you got elbow macaroni, or you got like, say you got some spaghetti and you just trying to be like a little fancy, and you boil down your spaghetti and you leave a little water in it, then you take the seasoning from the oodles and noodle packet because you don't want those cheap ass noodles. You're gonna take that chicken flavor, you're gonna add that shit to some spaghetti noodles or some fucking what, some angel hair with some butter and some pepper, and then if you got some vegetables, so you could make that shit meal. To me, back in the day when we would have like mad canned goods and I would open up the fucking cabinets, be like, ooh, we got mad corn. I'll be making my oodles and noodles, putting butter in that shit, draining most of the water out. I only keep enough water in it to coat it with the butter to make sure that it's good. That's it. And then if you got a can of corn to mix in that shit, oh, and heat that shit up a little bit and mix it with the oodles and noodles. Oh, we used to be, I mean, with the regular noodles, we used to be fucking that shit up. I tell you now, to me, that's some ghetto ass meals, like some butter noodles. Yeah, but we used to fuck butter noodles up though, and I ain't ashamed of it. Fuck that. I come from the pasta era. My mother, she was raised on beans and stuff. She ate so much beans when they was growing up. She said she ain't want no beans no more. So we grew up heavy on pasta. I love pasta. That's so scary. That just happened to me. My friends told me about this jewelry spot a few days later. I went there and it was a shooting. See? I eat noodles with cucumber, spicy it up a little. It tastes good with cucumber, spicy it up. That might be good. My son be picking up bad vibes and we leave out. He always right. Exactly. You got to see the bullshit before it happens. You just don't want to be like just tone deaf to it. Pasta with butter and garlic salt. Yes, I love that shit. Yeah. When I be going to Papacitos and they give you that garlic butter, sometimes I be taking that shit. And if I got some pasta, I end up putting it in it. Or I go to HEB and they got like this pasta there too. I be fucking that shit up. Matter of fact, let me get out of here because I'm hungry as hell. I hope y'all all be safe. I might get on here later or tomorrow. It just depends what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Depending what the temperature is. I might do an upload. I might not. LaRon, hook it up. Yeah. I used to just be intrigued by the way that my mom would make noodles sometimes because, like, to me, I thought it was a dope thing. So, like, my mom would make some elbow macaroni and she would have, like, when I was younger, I would watch her. I'm like, what are you doing? She would make some elbow macaroni and she would put some butter in it. And then I would see her shaking mad hot sauce in it. And I'd be like, why would that be good? And then I'd be like, can I have some? And she'd be like, God, I can't have nothing to myself. So then she would give me something. And I'd be like, oh my God, that shit would be so good. And my mom, I don't know, I got this from her. I can't eat any pasta or anything without putting pepper on it. Everything has to have black pepper on it. I got that from my mom. I don't give a fuck. If I have scrambled eggs, it has to have black pepper on it. I don't know why. It just feels naked. It don't feel right. I have to have black pepper on all my shit. All of it. If I'm eating my food, yeah, typically, only time I don't really do that is to Mexican food. But typically, if I'm having any type of food, mashed potatoes, anything, oh nigga, you putting some pepper, something on it, you got to spruce it up. I just have to. Let's see. Yes, please like and subscribe. Okay, sweethearts and blessings be with you. I'm out. Yes, please be blessed, Rebecca. Let's see. Luke Castro 2-on-2. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I put black on my salad. Listen, I don't know what I want to eat, but I'm getting up out of here. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace.